If you feel nervous when you speak English, don't worry, you're not alone. This is probably the most common problem that my students face, and it's so common that I wanted to make a quick video for you on this topic. I'm going to give you 3 strategies you can use to stop feeling nervous when you speak and to start feeling more confident. My name is Michael Anton. I'm an English communication coach, and it's my goal to make you fluent in English. Now, let's look at these 3 strategies. How do you actually stop feeling nervous and start feeling more confident? Well, the first thing I want to tell you is you need to get out of your comfort zone. In English or anything in life, if you don't challenge yourself, if you don't put yourself out there, if you don't put yourself in difficult situations, you're never going to improve. As I said, the number one most common problem for students is feeling nervous when they speak English. And when I talk to them, when I ask them more about, why they actually feel this, they always tell me they don't practice speaking enough. And that is the biggest mistake you can make if you feel nervous. The moment you feel nervous to speak, that is an opportunity. That is an opportunity to improve. It's an opportunity to get out of your comfort zone and do something difficult, to speak, to put yourself out there, to challenge yourself, and that's the only way you will improve. So get out of your comfort zone, put yourself in difficult situations. You might be nervous, you might be anxious, but it's the only way to overcome this fear. The second strategy I want to give you is also a bit related to the first, and that's practicing in a relatively safe environment. Now, if you go and you put yourself in a high risk, high pressure situation, maybe that's in a job interview, or maybe that's talking to your boss or giving a presentation, you're going to feel more nervous. And to be honest, if feeling nervous is the reason you don't speak, putting yourself in that situation isn't going to help you. Instead, you need to build up gradually to get to that point. And the way to do that is to start in a low risk, low pressure environment. Now, what does this mean? Well, it means if you take group classes, like the group classes I offer in my club, or maybe you take group classes elsewhere, maybe you have a group of friends, this is going to be a low pressure environment. You can practice speaking in this environment without fear of people criticizing you or making fun of you. When you're speaking with your friends, or if you're learning English in a group, this is very, very good to practice because you're not in that high pressure situation. Now, you practice speaking in that group, you practice speaking in that environment, and eventually you work your way up until you get to a very, very high pressure environment. And the goal is when you get to that point, you won't feel nervous anymore. You will feel much more confident. Why? Because you've already practiced in the training ground or the practice ground. Now, the third tip I need to give you is if you're a perfectionist, this is really going to harm your progress. Don't be a perfectionist. And I know it's difficult to get out of this mindset because, to be honest, I'm a perfectionist myself, but being a perfectionist is only going to hurt you. Now, why is this? Well, first of all, when you speak, when you do anything, there's no such thing as perfection. And if you're always trying to be perfect, if every word needs to be pronounced perfectly, eventually you're never going to be satisfied. And if you're never satisfied, you're never going to speak. And what happens if you don't speak? You don't get out of your comfort zone and you won't improve. So perfectionism is your enemy. Now, we have a saying in English, imperfect action is better than inaction. So it's better to take action, but to make some mistakes than to do. Get out of your comfort zone. Practice in a low risk, low pressure environment And of course, stop worrying about being a perfectionist. These are my top 3 tips for you to start feeling more confident and to stop feeling nervous when you speak English. I really encourage you to find somebody to speak with, to practice with your friends, maybe they're native speakers or they're also learning English, because this is really going to help you improve your mindset and your confidence. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.